Hello, everybody. Hello,
Hi.
hello, hello. Welcome to another wonderful episode of My Best Friend, the Weeb. And here on our episode, we have Deola.
Hi, Deola.
You're supposed to introduce
And then
yourself.
you have me, Kosy. Hello, guys.
Kossy's in the States, or what? What would I say?
I don't even know what the state is, but I'm excited, Sha. I'm looking forward to today
Ooh,
and
you
all the
are?
stuff we're going to do.
Apart from what we're doing here, what also got you excited?
I have work to do. Work is very exciting. I find work quite thrilling.
She's
these days.
lying.
Yeah, whatever.
She's definitely lying.
You don't have to say that on camera.
I'm telling the truth on behalf of everyone out there that has a 9 to 5 that cannot tell the truth.
Oh, no. I do like my 9 to 5. I'll be very honest.
Okay.
Work is just stressful. Anyway, Deola, what are we recording today?
This is a topic that I'm pretty sure kept Kosy up at night.
No, it did not. Kosy has changed a new leaf. Okay.
A topic that Kosy had to be thinking, when was that romance show I watched 1 year?
She's actually right.
So yeah,
Yes.
we are talking about our favorite shows with a twist that are not shonen.
Yep.
I do feel, and this is me calling out Kosy.
Oh, please.
That there is what is this word? There is a pressure and an unneeded need for everyone to watch shonen shows.
I don't even think so. I just think shonen shows are popular because it's exciting.
No, I just
please come on. Shonen shows are exciting.
There are some shonen
they grab your attention for much longer.
There are some shonen shows I disagree.
Wow.
There are some shonen shows that I did not like, that are boring. And plus, there are so many drama. Have you ever watched a drama, not even anime, a drama that grips you and there's no single action, there's no blood, there's no gun, there's nothing?
Yes, probably one of the ones I'll talk about
Exactly.
today. But then there are few of them. There are more shonen shows that have a lot of action.
I disagree because no one looks for those shows. There's so many romances out there. There's so many dramas. There's so many mysteries.
Maybe
there's
more
so many
of the
shows,
population enjoy shonen more.
And
there's a reason for that.
Because that's what's being advertised to people.
Really?
Do you think about that?
No, not really. I like shonen shows because I like that. I like thrillers. I like action.
Mm-hmm.
I do like mystery though. And a lot of shonen shows actually are wrapped in mystery.
But
so
would you watch a true mystery without it being shonen?
of course.
I don't think so. You, the kind of person you are, you would get bored by episode 2.
Is it futuristic?
Does it have to be futuristic?
There has to be something to hold my attention besides the.
So you're telling me that
I would watch mystery. I would watch a mystery. I would watch a mystery. I would watch a mystery. Actually, you're right. I would watch a mystery.
You just outed yourself.
How?
Because a show. So are you trying to say that all shonens you watch have to be supernatural, scientific, futuristic?
But those are not tied to the shonen genre. That you can have romance that is futuristic. You can have dramas that are those things.
When I asked, would you watch a drama? You said, "Oh, is it futuristic?" And
because there are little elements I do like in my shows that keep it more interesting for me. So besides mystery, someone died and trying to figure it out. Is it set in an interesting world? Are the characters colorful or maybe more interesting than normal boring people?
So what you're basically saying is that is it a well-written show?
Pretty much, yeah.
So why does futuristic? I'm trying to fight you if you can notice.
No problem.
So why does futuristic have to come into it?
Because I love sci-fi, and that's one of the things that gets me, excited.
So again, would you watch a show, a human drama, that has nothing to do with a special power? Somebody ate some fruit and now can do some random thing. Somebody woke up and...
What am I watching then? A slice of life?
A drama? No, they're dramas. A drama. How would I describe it?
They have to really try hard to sell it to me because there has to be something else happening.
Man, this is a problem.
Exactly.
It's
not a problem.
It's just a problem. I'm calling everybody out.
I might be an adrenaline junkie. I want things that will get me on my seat screaming because life is kind of boring.
Out that I disagree. I'm calling everybody out that only watches shonen. I'm mostly calling out people that I call the shonen bros. There was a guy I was talking to, watches anime, and I was like, "Oh, what are your top 5 favorite shows?" All 5 shows were shonen, and I'm like, "So do you not watch anything else?"
And what did he say?
No, and I'm like, "You have no variety in your life," and that to me is a big problem. 1, number 2, if you just watch shonen shows, I feel. And you can call me out, I think it stunts you in some ways. I feel like because of that, you do not allow yourself to explore the different types of shows and different types of storylines. Like, not every storyline needs to have a special someone that eats a special food and does special things and
Well,
has to
I guess
save
it
the
all
world.
boils down to your reason for watching anime. If you're watching it just to be entertained and to get your blood pumping like a lot of us, then you're going to be very fine with shonen. But I do agree that you shouldn't just box yourself into shonen, because I have watched some really great mystery drama shows, which is one of the ones I'll talk about. So yeah, don't box yourself in. But I mean, there's no crime in loving what you love.
I'm not trying. I love a good shonen.
Yeah.
I believe me. If my top two genres are shonen and slice of life, I love a good shonen. But I will not sit here and be like, I don't just like it when people only watch shonen and then start to bash other things. Because that's what some people will do, especially guys. I'm calling out the guys for this. Because I'll be like, oh, do you watch anything else? Like, oh, you want me to watch shoujo? You want me to watch magical girls? I'm like, shoujo is not only romance. It's not only magical girls. They're like so many elements. But
I think a lot of that has to do with the culture in Nigeria. The
it's not
male
just.
species.
I think. Well, yes. I also think like looking at it from like who I interact with, Nigerian men.
Yeah.
Where do I begin? But yes. But yeah, I have seen abroad though.
Yeah.
What I've seen abroad is that they do have a variety. Like a lot of people that I watch on YouTube or like comment, they actually do watch a variety of shows. But here in Nigeria, I have found that it's just like shonen and that's it.
Now
and
that I think about it, my little brother is like a proper well-rounded anime otaku, because he watches everything. Most of the slice of life shows I've watched, it was from him. Yeah. So there are folks
by the
like
way,
that,
if it's that you watch majorly shonen and then you watch a couple of other things, this is not for you. Yeah. I am calling out specifically people that only shonen bros that only watch shonen and bash other genres and say all those other genres don't have something for them. I disagree with that on so many levels, because you're preventing yourself from exploring and consuming such amazing
It's a bit
stories.
Close-minded. Yeah.
That's very close-minded. And yeah. Anyway, now that my rant is over, Kosy and I it didn't take me too long to come up with this list, because I am a well-rounded shonen. I said shonen. I'm a well-rounded otaku.
It's popping out of your mouth.
Again, I love my shonen. I love the who are you? What is your special thing? What world? But like, it's getting old. Like, we need to,
branch out a bit more.
Yes.
We need more variety.
So today, Kosy and I are going to be discussing our favorite shows that are not shonen. I have a list that includes a supernatural mystery, a regular romance, a supernatural slice of life, a supernatural comedy, and an adult workplace slice of life. That's the way I'll describe it.
I actually wrote down the 10 non-shonen shows I believe I've ever watched.
10. All of your life is 10.
No, relax, calm down. There might be more. They were just not like great enough for me to remember.
Actually, that's fine. You don't want to bring us here.
Yeah, so this is the 10 top that I can remember.
You have 10?
I'm not going to talk through the 10. I'm just letting you know I have 10 on the list. Depending on what you threw at me, in case we have some in common, I'll be like, okay, we can't
because when I looked at my anime list to put this list together, I was like, Jesus, it's Lord. I have over 10. Like, I watch a lot of shows. So I've watched I've watched so many romances. I've watched so many slice of life. I've watched so many musical shows. I'm just like, where do I begin?
Wow.
Like, where do I start?
Wow. She's definitely well-rounded.
But I'm not going to start because I've been doing a lot of talking. So Kosy, what's your first show on the list?
Let's go back in time. And for this one, I don't even know. Does it count? I think it's more seinen. So it's not shonen. So that's young boy. Seinen is more like adult male genre, right? So I think Parasite then fall under shonen when I checked.
Parasites.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm starting with this one because the others just become girly and lovey-dovey.
Hey.
I love it. Please. I love me a good romance.
No, don't call it girly, because once you say something is girly, all the men will run away.
Okay, sorry. It's not girly. It's not girly at all. There are some bros in there doing some bro
things. They're flexing muscle.
So yeah, Parasite. I like Okay, if you don't have it, I feel a lot of people should have heard about Parasite.
I've heard of it. It's one of those shows like, when you have a show that is on your list to watch because you know it's good, you've heard of it. I kind of already know the plot, but I don't know because I know
kind of like you and Death Note.
Yes, I know it's a guy that something invades his hand and takes over. Yeah, and there are parasites in the world.
Exactly.
That's all I know.
It's pretty much an alien invasion. There's something called parasites. They drop on Earth one day and they start getting into people's brains to take over their body. Ooh. And they are cannibals, so they end up eating human beings to survive. So technically, that's why they're called parasites, right? Okay. So it follows this guy. Funny enough, he's in high school, but this is a bit too mature for a high schooler.
I didn't always say high school, but
I guess the most interesting stuff happens in high school, apparently in Japan. But anyway, so the parasite is meant to get into your ear or your nose, somewhere in your head, and then it controls your brain. But in this case, it got into his ears were blocked. He was wearing earphones. And so it got into his hand instead. It couldn't get into his nose. He got in his hand. So instead of taking over his entire body, the parasite just kind of like took over his left arm. Was it his right arm?
Was there a reason why?
Oh yeah, it was trying to get into his ears, but he was wearing earphones to sleep. So it couldn't get in there. It tried his nose, but then he woke up and he was like, and and then it was like, no. And then
like
it got into his
snooze.
hand. Yeah. I think that happened. It could not enter his nose.
So,
then it entered his
Was it
arm.
cut on his arm or something?
No, it kind of just burrowed into it, and then it took over everything in his arm. So it could expand, stretch, bring out its full form. And its full form had knives, apparently. Yeah, these kind of creatures could generate weapons, sharp metallic weapons, just from their forms. So anyway,
sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Did you? And this is not anime. Did you ever watch or read the books Animorphs?
No.
Okay.
What is that?
How do I? This is a long time. But the reason why, because in Animorphs, the villains in Animorphs are little slugs that crawl into people's ears and take over their brains. So once you mentioned that, I was like, I have consumed something like this before.
Is that a book or is that a movie? Because there was a movie I watched when I was a kid.
It's a
about
book
slugs
series called
entering.
Animorphs. I don't want to go into this but Animorphs is basically like a group of kids can turn into animals, and they use that power to fight the alien species. That's
Yeah,
So like
I
when you
guess
mentioned
this
that, I just
plot
remembered.
is very similar to that. But anyway, it's a full-on alien. I don't want to give too much spoilers for those who haven't watched it, but this is like all that's happening in the first episode. So it's an alien invasion, and obviously these people are evil. So the parasites are out to take over human beings and pretty much wipe humans off the face of the earth. There are some who wants to see if there's a chance for integration, but generally this guy ends up being the force that stands against the parasites. Pretty much he fights those who are trying to hurt people. But a lot is happening and there are a lot of deaths, like his I don't want to give spoilers, but a lot of people close to him end up dying. You don't really expect it, but because they did a good job of kind of like portraying how dangerous the parasites were, and how they were merciless killers. Like you could be looking at someone today and you think, oh, this is my friend Jaden from yesterday. And Jaden comes out and kills you. And he just like explodes into sharp tentacles with
in
metal
other words,
knives.
how Yoruba men treat women.
Oh my God. Yes. I have no experience. No, I have no personal experience.
But you've heard
But I
stories.
remembered some very interesting stuff. I'm like, okay, I can't argue with that. But anyway, that is pretty much Parasite in a nutshell. I thought it was very cute because there was some romance element in there. They built in some of that. It was nice.
Cute? That's hilarious.
That area was cute. The romance was cute. Okay, they kissed. It was nice. Yeah, that was cute. But then there were a lot of deaths, so maybe not the cutest anime out there, but it is definitely thrilling. You would be hooked from the beginning to the end. So, Deola, what's on your list?
Wow, what a beginner. What is on my list is a show that I think I've spoken about a few times on the podcast, and it's one of my favorites because it's a good mystery that is not told in a very no, that's the wrong one. It's a good mystery not told in a straightforward way. And I'm talking about the wonderful show Bacano.
Oh, okay. I never watched it.
I really like Bacano. It is it's all set on this train.
Oh, it's in a train.
It's in a train.
From the beginning to the end?
But no. So that's why I said it's not told in a straightforward manner. So Bacano is, most of it happens on a train, but they go back and forth in the future and the past so that you can piece together what is happening.
Yeah.
And what is great about the show is that you won't know what's happening until like second to the last episode. Like they're very good. Like
they string you along for that long.
It's how many episodes? It's not that long, but it just like, it's not like it's feeding you information, but it's not feeding it in a straightforward way. So you can't make sense of where does this scene,
it's just giving you the pieces
where does
of the
this
puzzle.
happen in this. So it's giving you pieces of the puzzle. So I feel like Bacano is a puzzle, as you said.
Yeah.
But it's blank. So you start episode 1 empty.
Okay.
Then you get episode 2 with like a couple of more squares, but none of those squares combine.
Yeah.
Then you get to episode 3, and then maybe 2, 3, like maybe a couple of clumps combine. And then by the time you even reach that last episode, and you're like, okay, I think I get what's going on, and then everything falls into place. It is such a good mystery, and you know me, I love music. The music is so good. The opening music, the jazz is mwah.
Well, essentially,
so
I know that it takes a really long time to get to what the actual central focus of the plot is, but like, what is it really about? What does it follow?
I can't say without
spoiling it. Okay.
But
who's the main character?
A main character is a group of people. Everybody's the main character.
I see. That's
so
why it's a
large,
yeah,
it's a large cast, and all of them are connected and not connected. So that's, I don't want to spoil it. But the best thing about it is like, it's a good mystery. It's supernatural.
Did someone die? What are they trying to solve?
Yeah, people die.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to solve the reason why some people died. They're also trying to solve a mystery of immortality. That's what I'm going to tell you. There is an immortalness angle to this.
Okay.
And it's really interesting. It's something that I really think everybody should watch because it's just good. It's just a good show. We're in 2025, so some people might think it's old, but it's not as old as Cowboy Bebop, or it's not as old as like.
Is it as old as Death Note? Because Parasite is pretty old, but it's still pretty good.
I think. I don't know. I don't know.
So that's it'll probably just be in that category.
Yeah,
with the rest.
I don't know off the top of my head, honestly. But yes, Kosy, what's up? What's you? What's happening?
Okay,
what's your next show?
So next on my list is Horimiya.
Oh my God, is Horimiya on my list? Let me check. I know I put a romance on my list. Okay, it's not Horimiya.
Oh, okay.
So you can talk about Horimiya and I won't.
Horimiya is super cute. I like it because the character sort of surprised me. So you have the popular girl in school that everyone likes, and it kind of started with that girl being axed out indirectly, and she's like, "No, if you can't ask me out directly, then I'm not going to take it seriously," or something like. This is me paraphrasing, of course. But then along the line, we get to meet a different side of her, the side of her that she shows to her little brother at home, her mom, the true her. Actually, well, I guess both versions are her, but then she has like a different version of herself that we see when she's at home. And the main guy, his name is Miyamura, something like that. Because the name of the show is Hori, her name, and then Miya from his name, Miyamura, whatever it is. Anyway, he is pretty much like an emo. That is a Telemundo, isn't it?
I just made it up, honestly.
Okay, sounds very familiar.
I'm vibing with you.
Okay. So, his personality in school is kind of like the emo loner type. He has long hair, beautiful eyes that we don't even know are beautiful because he wears glasses, right? He wears glasses and he looks dull and the kind of guy that you don't ever notice because of how gloomy and to themselves they are. They don't shine brightly enough for everyone to see. While Horimiya is like a light bulb. She's in everyone's faces. Sorry, Hori. Stop doing that. But anyway, I really like this because eventually Hori finds out that this guy in her class that is supposed to be the loner actually has tattoos and piercings. And he looks like really, really cool, like my type of guy, that kind of thing.
Is that why you liked the show?
No, but I will be honest. I will be honest.
It's okay to be honest.
I wanted to put him on my anime crushes list, but then I remembered this is a teenage boy, and yes, I did watch it when I was still a lot younger than I am now. But I am not gonna do that to myself.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I tend when I don't like anime. This is my one thing about anime I don't like is the fact that you have high schoolers looking like adults, and I'm just like, why does this high school student have double D's? Or double F's.
I know.
Why is this high school boy looking like a 32-year-old walking man? Like, why?
Anyway, that is anime for you. They could just make it an adult show and we would be okay. Okay, we're all growing up here. Please, we're not teenagers forever. But anyway, this actually starts their relationship. They meet each other outside of school and they fall for each other's different personalities from in school. And that kind of like, eventually she helps him become more open, more of the light bulb. She helps him shine better in school because he starts to realize, he can make friends. He's just been closing himself up because maybe he's just afraid that people wouldn't understand him or something like that. Mm-hmm. But eventually, as they take us through the course of the show, we get to see him open up. We get to see them, become friends with each other and all this other wonderful high school stuff that eventually happens in the show. But I really liked it because I like the main characters. I could relate with the girl. And I really liked the guy. I liked his double personality thing and the piercings and the tattoos and all that was really cute. But anyway, what's next on your list?
What is next on my list? Wow,
You've watched Horimiya, right?
Yes, I have. I didn't want to spoil it because like I could go on and on. I really liked the show.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite romances from last year.
Last year? You watched it last year?
Was it last year or 2 years ago? I don't.
It's
a bit old.
It's a bit,
yeah, not old, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Whenever it came out, it was one of my favorite shows. Whatever. I think it was season 2.
You know, I don't think I watched the second season.
There was a second. It wasn't a second season. It was like the lost piece. It was like all the they were like little stories. So it wasn't like, I wouldn't say season 2.
Okay.
But it was like a compilation of stories that were from the manga that they didn't adapt.
Oh, that would be nice. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah,
so,
it does.
Yay!
Yes.
Got something
All
to watch
right.
now.
So now we've entered romance.
Properly.
Yes. And I am going to talk about a romance that is not even high school, middle school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're really going down.
Yeah. It's called The Dangers in My Heart.
Cute.
And the reason why it is one of my favorite shows, I was about to say shonen. The reason why it's one of my favorite shows that are not shonen is because it's a romance. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's in middle school. And I'm like, was I really thinking about boys in middle school?
Yes.
Like, were you think you were? No, not
Yes,
not I.
Everyone in our class was.
I don't think I was. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just too old to remember. But it's set in middle school, so I already had my reservations. I was like, do I really want to watch a high school show? Fine. Middle school show? Fine. But I saw so many reviews, so many good reviews about it. So I was like, okay, as a romance girly, let me just give it a shot. And it is one of my favorite romances. It's like, it's not, Kaguya-sama is my favorite romance. This is in my top 5. It's definitely in my top 5. It's a show about this guy, an emo guy. I think they call it something else in Japanese. I think it's Chudai or Chudi or something. It's about this emo guy that all he thinks about is killing people. Or he likes to think that that's what he thinks about. You know when you have that anime guy that's like, I'm dark and deep and disturbed.
I watched the first episode with you.
Yes, I think we watched it together.
Interesting.
Where he thinks he's dark, he's deep, he's different from everybody.
Yeah.
And then he kind of fantasizes, and this is the first episode, he kind of fantasizes about killing the most popular girl in his school. And he goes to the library, and the most popular girl in school is there, and so open and welcoming. Like, she's very
nice.
Hi, hello, what's up? And he's like, huh? Because in his head, he thinks, oh, but like popular people like her are bad and are mean. But she's just like a nice person, like, hello, hi, and everything. Which now, the show now is about their romance, but it's not about they like each other. It's about how he is changing because of the love and because of her. So he goes from being this emo kid that thinks that everybody's against him, the world doesn't like him, to kind of the same but different. Like he has like shed some of those things. He now reads, I think there was an episode where he was reading like romance manga.
Does he still want to kill people?
No.
Okay.
No. That's
what
I'm
the
saying.
most important part.
This show is basically about how love can change you and how love is transformative and how loving somebody and how somebody loving you can bring out the best in you. It's like, it's so good.
That is cute.
I don't like it because it's in middle school, but like all of that went out to the window because it was a genuinely innocent show.
Yeah.
There wasn't any hanky panky. There wasn't any, I mean, I think he does think about her in that way, but like it's not there at all.
It's not in your face.
It's not in your face at all.
Yeah.
And it's so cute. I love that show because I'm rooting for Ichikawa. I'm rooting for him to be a better person. The girl that he likes is like, also, the girl that he likes, her thing is that she really likes food. So, like, she's always eating chips. She's always eating chocolate. She's chubby. I wouldn't say she's fat, but she is chubby, which is also a good thing. We hardly see any, like, plus size or chubby representation in anime.
Is she the most popular girl?
She is one of the most popular girls. And she's like, and she's taller than him.
She's not the one he's met in the...
No, she's the one she met in the library.
Okay, so to be sure.
Yeah. So she's a main character. And we usually do not get plus size or even chubby girl main characters.
Yeah.
And if we do, they're made the butt of the joke. They're simply made the butt of the joke. And I really liked this show because, one, we had a chubby person who was not made the butt of the joke. In fact, every time she was eating, it was shown like, this is a person that eats. we see Ichikawa grow, and there's something about, if there's any common root out of all of my favorite shows, is that I really like when we hear a story of somebody changing and becoming better and becoming someone new. And I think that's the reason why a lot of us like shonen, because shonen has that's the hero's journey.
Exactly.
So I like seeing that in other genres because it doesn't always have to be a shonen. It doesn't always have to be you're fighting against the world. Sometimes love can make you a better person.
Yeah, honestly, that is sweet, but it only works for me if the story is told well. If it's not told well or it's too slow, I'm out of there. I'm sorry.
Consider too slow, because a story...
If I say the show that I thought was slow, you will fight me. So let's not even go there. Okay? You can guess. I know the internet will come and fight me, but
is it Kaguya?
It's not even Kaguya. I didn't give that one a chance, man. After the first episode, no, I watched it to the 4th episode. And I was like, no, these people are too childish.
4th?
Yes.
So you watched episode 4. You didn't watch 1, 2, 3. You watched 4.
No, I did 1, 2, 3.
And
I'm not sure I finished 4, but I was like, these children, is this what you're going to take me through from the beginning to the end? This is your play you are doing here. No.
I mean, the point of the show is for them to do it. Like, that's the point of the show.
I think maybe I gave up on it too quickly because I hear a lot of people like it. I'm like, these people can't be crazy.
It's one of the best romance shows out there. Like, there's a reason why everybody talks about it. And
I will give it another chance like I did Psyche K.
No. I don't want you to give it another chance, because if you try it again and you don't like it again, it will break my heart.
Oh my God.
Like, I know myself. My heart is already broken that you don't like Psyche.
Oh my goodness. Okay, fine.
So that's fair. If you try it and you don't like it, you know what? Try it, but don't let me know if you don't like it. If you like it, let me know.
That's fair. Great.
Because it will just make me sad. Next show.
Okay.
Was it me or you?
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Since we were talking about people evolving from becoming better versions of themselves, I think that's going to lead me into my next show, My Happy Marriage.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this before.
We have.
One of our episodes.
I think it was one of our favorite shows of last year.
Yeah.
If you are following us on Instagram, following us on YouTube, you should know this already. Yeah.
So it follows a girl who was pretty much abused. Think of the Cinderella story, but sadder. Because it's happening in her own house with her real parents. Okay, her mom is dead, but her dad is alive. So it's sadder because she actually has a parent that is alive and is not taking care of her, right? So anyway, she's mistreated a lot. And then eventually she gets the chance to get married to someone who people think is a bad person. But anyway, she ends up getting betrothed to him and she gets to his place. And it turns out he's a great guy. He not only has money, he also has a great status. And
I love how you mentioned he has money. That's very important. He's a rich man.
Sorry, he's a very rich man.
That helps, that really helps to clear the eye.
You get? And then he's kind, and then he treats her very differently from the way she's been treated at home. And this allows her to start to blossom out from the broken human that she was. And I mean, this girl was broken. I felt so bad for her because she became so submissive and so tiny and so quiet, a very muted version of her real self. And then here we find out that the girl is actually super powerful and super special and everybody wants her. But that's a huge spoiler. But
you just spoiled the show for everybody.
Sorry, guys. It's been out there for a couple of years now.
It's not a couple of years. The show only came out last year. My Happy Marriage was last year.
It wasn't last year. It
was 2023. That's not a couple of years.
Are you sure? We're in 2025.
It came out January 2023, so that's 2 years.
Exactly. Couple.
That's not a couple to me is like at least 4 or 5. Like a couple is like, I spent a couple of years, like 3-4 years ago.
Okay, my couple starts from 2. Like a normal couple.
It's all right. Okay, fine. Continue, fine.
But I won't spoil much of it. But just know that
like you already did.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to spoil after that. But like that's like the general plot of it. There's a lot that happens in between, like most anime shows are. But just know that it's romance. They end up getting to know each other and learning to love each other. It's still happening because a lot of people will move into season 2. But that's really what it is. It's like Cinderella, but deeper and more heart-wrenching than that, and then her blossoming up to become a better version of herself. I love it when girls find themselves after they've been abused by useless men. But anyway, what's next show on your list?
That just made me laugh. I don't know. I mean, yes, we all love it.
Technically, it wasn't only a man. Her stepmother, her sister.
I actually was going to say that it was her stepmom and her sister.
They were the ones. Women were the ones treating her like shit.
Yeah.
But to be very honest, her main protector. Her main protector was her father, and he failed at the one thing he had to do in life. But it's well.
It is what it is. So the next show on my list is not a romance.
Okay.
It's a supernatural slice of life. It's called Edome Elf. So I'm going to give you the scenario and I'm going to tell you the world that this show is existing in. This show exists in a world where isekai is okay.
Yeah.
A world where there's so many things there's so many creatures transporting to this world we live in now.
So it's a normal.
So it's
isekai
normal.
is normal here.
It's very normal.
Yeah.
So the show is about an elf that was isekai'd to this world.
Yeah.
And she is the elf of a shrine. And because elves live forever, she's been the elf of the shrine for a very long time.
It's Freyren.
No.
Of course.
Very not Freyren. In fact, no. It's quite the opposite.
Better.
So let me I don't know if you say better, but okay, fine. So I'm actually setting it up to explain
go on.
the
Sorry
plot.
for the interruptions.
So the world, there's isekai. This elf was isekai and has been here for a while. So the shrine is in a family. The shrine is a family shrine.
Okay.
And it's the shrine for that area.
Yeah.
Now, the family that takes care of the elf and the shrine, it's the women that take care of it. Now, the story now that we are is that this babe has lost her mom, and her mom was a former shrine maiden, and she has to take care of this elf. But taking care of this elf is kind of hard because all this elf wants to do is sit down, watch anime, eat chocolate. He's an otaku. The elf is a
a guy.
No, it's a it's a guy.
Oh,
it's a
okay,
babe.
okay.
The elf is a neat. Like
where's the setting of this? Because I'm hearing
the
watch
world.
anime.
Yeah, she watches
regular world.
like regular world. That's why I said
okay.
that in this world, isekai exists. Like people are going back,
Okay,
not
okay.
going back and forth. Let me know, like are coming.
Yeah.
So this babe has lost her mom, who was the former shrine maiden. So she has to take over, and she has to take over taking care of this elf who doesn't want to do anything, who just wants to watch anime, play Gunpla, eat, like really doesn't care. Now on the surface, it's like a gag kind of comedy kind of thing, like trying to get the elf out of the room to go and do shrine work. But it actually is a story about this girl has lost her mom and this elf has lost her friend because she becomes friends with whoever the maiden is. So she lost this friend, and there are just so many human moments in this show where it is funny. It does have its funny issue parts, so it's there. But there's some parts that are like very warming and very like just like this show made me cry. This show made me shed a tear because there was a scene where the elf was like, and I don't think she knew, I can't remember, but the elf was like, I really miss your mom. And I was like,
I miss her too.
And the girl's like, me too, I miss my own mom. And I was like, oh my God, this is so sad. But like, yeah, I like, these are the kind of slice of life I watch where like it's a drama and there's a very human element about it. So yes, you have this elf and you have isekai, you have all of these things. But in the end, what is happening is this girl is becoming friends with this elf. And this elf was, friends with her mom. So this elf has memories of her mom in a very different way. And it's passing down all these stories about her mom and everything.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
because she's been around with her mom a lot longer than the girl. Okay,
Exactly.
Oh,
And it's
cute.
just, and the babe has to go to school, has to do all these things. And she also has all these like shrine rituals and shrine
Was
responsibilities.
the elf always like that, or did she become
the
an
elf is
anime
always-
watching at otaku after
I
her
think
mom
she
died?
became an anime watching otaku after something happened. Or maybe not something, but like after, I don't know, maybe they introduced it to her and things like that. Also, there are other elves in the region that were summoned to the place. Also, these elves don't have any magical powers.
They're just regular.
So they're just regular ass elves that the human beings are like, you know what, you guys are special, so you are a shrine, shrine thing.
Go elf.
Which is, to be very funny, is like, okay, you have this random creature that cannot do a lick of magic
And you
being your
choose to
shrine
worship
maiden.
this.
And you made her so important. Like, she lives in the shrine, she gets food, she gets drink, but she doesn't do anything.
Wow.
Somebody might correct me. I can't remember her having magical powers to do anything, but yeah. I really like the show. As I've said, it's a very human show. Funny, but human.
Yeah.
Made me cry. And it also has a really good ending song. The end song makes me, it's like a really nice guitar.
She's actually singing the song.
I like it.
Okay, that's really cute. I have not watched that. I'm not going to watch it, to be very honest. But I'm happy you loved it.
I'm so sad. No, Kosy, I gotta make you watch one of these shows.
One of them. I haven't found the one to. Oh no, I said I was gonna watch. No, I haven't. No, I can't now.
Okay, so what's next on your list?
I am trying to figure out. Okay, let me just talk about the one that I'm currently watching that is kind of nice. So at least I don't have plenty spoilers. And it's called Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feeling in Russian. Why are you? What is it? Is it on your list?
I dropped that show.
You dropped
with an alacrity.
Oh my goodness, what happens? I just started the show. You should see Deola's reaction. She's like, what the fuck? Her book is on the floor. She said it's an alacrity. Okay, so what happened? What happened? Fill me in. Spoil it so I know if I'm dropping it and starting something tomorrow.
It's boring.
It's boring.
I found it boring.
You found it boring?
I found it boring.
Wow.
I dropped it because I thought it was boring.
The actual romance slice of life, I decided to start watching. She's telling me she dropped it.
I found it boring.
If Deola thinks this show is
But
boring, what am I going to think?
So there are levels to the show.
Yeah.
One, it got tiring to me, the whole Russian thing. Have you watched? Where have you reached?
I think I've watched it significantly enough to know what's kind of going on, but I don't know enough to know like what.
So what episode are you on?
I don't know the episode, but at least I've gone in quite enough. Do you want me to bring out my laptop and start checking?
No,
exactly. But I know that. Okay, let me just tell you guys what the story is about.
Let me tell you why I don't like this show first. Then you
tell
can
them
say
about the show first.
No,
now.
I must finish my problems with this show
sorry.
because you asked me.
Sorry.
One, it's boring. I dropped it because I watch romantic anime. I've watched rubbish. I've watched absolute garbage. I've watched degenerate shit. But this was boring. Like, this was just boring.
What did you find boring about it?
It wasn't moving fast enough. The whole romance element of it. There were some parts of it that were kind of cute. I will not lie. But I just like, I was just like, you guys are boring me. Two, there's a thing about this show that got me. I was like, I don't like it. And it's the whole little sister thing. The little sister pretending to not be his little sister. Okay. But then at home.
Now I need to talk about the show because the things that you don't like about the show, I'm actually realizing why I'm still watching the show.
Yeah. So the thing so in the show, he has a little sister. But the little sister said, no, we cannot be little sister. We're family friend. And it now feels like the little sister is fighting for attention from the babe. And I'm not ready for any incest kind of thing.
Deola is telling the story from a different perspective. Now let's hear it from someone who's actually watching the show, okay?
I watched up to episode 5. You can't say I didn't try.
Let me actually go and look for how many episodes I've watched in this.
Because I watched up to
my
episode 5.
Now I think my anime list.
I think watching the show up to episode 5, I'm allowed to drop it because at that case, I'm
definitely.
like, okay.
5 is even too much.
I dropped things
5.
From 3. I think I watched up to. Oh no, it's the other show. I watched 2 romantic comedies recently, and that's Alia Russian and the other one is called I can't remember the name. But that one I dropped an episode 8, I think.
I'm in episode 6.
You're in episode 6.
I've watched it enough.
But anyway, I don't like the whole little sister pretending to be somebody else and then fighting for attention. Like I'm like,
and I'm sure there's.
Do you want to fuck your brother?
No, that's not what's going on.
That is what is going on.
Calm down.
You cannot lie to me.
Calm down, okay? Because I don't know. Maybe you watch Love Degeneration and this thing actually leads up there. I'm still very innocent, okay? I don't think it's going that way.
Okay.
I know it's kind of weird. Usually anything incestuous or ancestral. What's the right word? Anyway,
yes,
anything involving incest turns me off. But the way I'm seeing, first of all, I was shocked when I found out they were siblings. But it put a nice spin to it. It made it more interesting. I was like, okay, because you sit down and watch this now. So what is going on here?
Kosy, I'm sorry. Do you not remember the scene where he woke up and she was sitting on him?
That is weird.
Okay,
but I want to know where it's going.
Okay,
and I want to know the reason behind it.
See, you want to know the reason why a little sister was sitting on her brother in the morning? Okay,
don't. Your mind shouldn't be too dirty. Okay, they have a good brother sister relationship, and it's not very sensual.
I'm very sorry to interrupt, but everybody in this room looked at each other when you said that we should. Okay, we'll continue.
Okay, fine. I did find that part weird, but there is a lot more deeper things happening. First of all, where are their parents? What is going on there? Why do they only have each other in this world?
For that to you be that anime, there's no parents now. No one is ever involved.
I need to know what is going on.
Parents in anime.
Could you relax, please? I let you land with your own weird ass shit. Let me land with my own weird ass shit as well.
You're talking about a show I dropped. I can't believe you watched this show and you're enjoying it.
I have dropped a lot of your shows. You don't see me throwing a tantrum because you continue to watch it.
No. I'm throwing a tantrum because this is the first time that you're watching a show, a romance show. I dropped it, and it's interesting. I'm not throwing your channel because of you. I'm just throwing your channel on the show in general. That's it, not you.
Let's actually tell them about the show. Okay, there's a lot going on before the sister aspect even came into play. Okay, this girl she's half Japanese, half Russian, right? She's in this school, and then this guy who sits beside her, she has an interest in him, but she only communicates her feelings in Russian. But unknowingly to her, the guy actually understands Russian because there is a girl he played with when he was a younger person, when he was a child, and then he liked the girl and she could speak Russian. So he spent a lot of time learning Russian just so that he can meet that girl, who I'm even afraid might be the girl's elder sister.
Oh, it is. It is.
Also, this is about to become very, very complicated, and I will continue to watch it just to see where it's heading.
It's about to become a harem, and I'm not...
harem? I honestly don't think his sister has feelings for him. I think she likes playing with him like that because it makes him uncomfortable. But then again, you have watched a lot of anime. I'm trying to make it as innocent looking as possible.
Okay.
And that is how it's looking to me. But if anime goes a bit extra in that department, I have not seen. So let me just watch and I'll let you guys know in another review. Okay, what's next on your list? We can move on from this one.
No, don't say because of me now.
I've told them the plot of the show, and you've already told them it might turn into a harem, and you've already revealed that the elder sister is the girl and I'm like, okay, there's a lot about to happen.
Let me not reveal. I think. Because me too, like when I was watching it, I was like, too, right? I was like, because the girl in episode 3, when he meets the sister again,
there's a sister of his current love interest, the main Russian girl.
She goes, and then like, calms down.
Yeah, and I think she has the same color of hair.
Yeah, so I think it's her.
It's about to be very interesting.
Yeah, I dropped it because I thought it was boring. I didn't like the sister stuff. The Russian thing that the girl was doing got boring to me. It got like it got played.
I continued to watch it because I could relate to the actual Russian girl. How she, in her past, she was like the goody two shoes that wanted to do things well. That was literally me as a child. So that's why I continued watching. And she lost friends. I lost a lot of friends because of that attitude. Yeah. So that's why I kept watching. I was like, let me see. And then the guy actually starts to help her learn how to be more of an influential leader as opposed to being like a very authoritative leader. So that is why it got me hooked. I want to see where that's going. And now because you don't like it, I'm going to go a step further and finish it so I can just tell you how it ends. But yeah,
that's fine. I don't care. Yeah, you can watch it and tell me how it ends.
That is fine. Since you don't care, I'll keep my opinions to myself.
No, please. Tell me. No, actually, no. For this, when I mean I don't care, I meant like I don't care about the show. Not like I don't care about your feelings. Like once I drop a show, I'm like it's out of my mind. It's out of your head.
Fair. So what's next on your list?
The next show on my list is an isekai, and I actually don't know if this is a shonen. I don't think it's a shonen.
What show is it?
Konosuba.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Konosuba is the isekai comedy that we've needed all this time. It is so funny. Aww. I laugh every time I watch this show.
Is it new?
No. Season 3 just came out maybe last year or 2 years ago. It's not new. It's about a guy that gets isekai'd into a fantasy world, and they ask him, what powers would you like as you go into this fantasy world? But the goddess, was making fun of him. So he got upset and said, I want to take you. And he's like, no, you can't do that. And then takes him and takes her into this new world. And she's a useless goddess. Very, very.
What happened to all her powers? Because she was about to bestow magical powers on him.
She doesn't use her powers for anything good.
Oh, jokes on him.
She uses those powers to get in trouble. She just does nonsense with those powers. And then there's Aqua. That's the main goddess. There is the yellow girl and there's the red girl. The red girl can only do her major move once a day. What? Like imagine having she has an amazing move. She only knows one move. She can only do it once a day. Once she does it, she passes out.
That's useless.
Very useless. And then the yellow girl. So I like how they are actually color coordinated. The guy wears a green cape. Okay. The red girl, Megumi. Yes, her name is Megumi.
Power Rangers.
Megumi. Her thing is fire. She has a destructive force. She does it once, she passes out.
Avatar.
Then we have Aqua, who's the goddess
of water.
She's very, very useless. She does magic for only like pleasure. She doesn't do it like just a very useless person.
So this show is really just comedy.
There's
nothing serious happening.
There's nothing serious happening in this show. And then the other girl, the last girl, the yellow girl, I can't remember her name. La Latina something. She's horny. She's a masochist. She likes being beaten up. Oh. So she will go to the front to go and fight and then gets beaten up and starts talking like, oh my God, yes, hit me like that. What? Yes. And I'm like, It's such a useless show, but it's
Okay.
so funny. It's so fucking funny.
It does sound like it would be hilarious because it doesn't look like anything serious can happen from that. No one has
serious
good powers.
things be happening. No, serious things be happening in the show. Like things happen, but like it's a comedy of errors. That's the best way I can say it. It's a comedy of the worst people doing their best. The worst people trying to do their best.
I see.
That's the kind of show it is. It
also sounds harem-y. You've called one guy and
it's
like
not
3
harem-y.
different guys.
The guy does not get any harem. The guy doesn't get any bitches at all. He's useless. They're
But
all
he's the
useless
only
people.
guy in the party.
Yeah. He's very useless. It's him and Aqua, and then they put out notification that we want party members. Only those 2 came. So
3 guys and a girl.
I guess
doing nothing. And one
yes.
is
So
extra
what is
horny.
your next show? Your last show? Because I only have one more show on my list.
I have a bunch. I don't even know what to put. So I'm going to go with you watched 7 Time Loop, and I think we've talked about it before, so we can skip that. Kaichou Maid Summer. I really like that show. But it doesn't seem many people really know about it or even
this is a good opportunity to talk about it. There's a reason why we have this podcast to talk about shows that we know people don't know.
So Kaichou Maid Summer is about, I don't even know the girl's name again, I have forgotten her name, but the main girl, she is the female student body president in a school that is predominantly dominated by guys, right? So she is like that girl who doesn't really like guys for some reason. She's a strong feminist. She's all pro girls. But that I think maybe is because of her history. Her dad did leave her mother and her sibling with a bunch of debt. So she has every good reason to hate men. Okay. And then she's in a school where the girls are very few. So she has to stand. Fair point. She has to stand up for the girls in the school, right? So this entire thing is about how she finds a guy, Usui, who's the most popular guy in school, who has turned down so many girls. So she initially hates Usui because he feels, how dare this guy? Who does he think he is to be turning down all the girls? She feels he's a bad boy.
A bad boy.
Yeah.
Bad boy.
Usui, she eventually finds out that Usui is actually a sweetheart because he falls in love with her. But then again, he was kind of abusing her in strange ways. You know how anime can be weird? Maybe the guy raises her skirt or he's coming a little too close.
Oh no, he's doing that thing that boys do where they like you. Instead of saying it, they tease you or they insult you or they hit you.
He makes it clear. She's the one who is uncomfortable with the entire idea. So she has to open up and loosen. So the entire show is him doing everything he can to make her loosen up, open up, and embrace love. She's a strong girl, and she's just as strong as him. Karate, she's there. Sports, she's there. Academics, she's there. So they are very evenly matched. Probably kind of like that Kaguya-sama thing. I haven't watched it, but I know that both characters, the girl and the guy, were on the same level intellectually and physically.
It's so interesting that you like Kaichou Maid Summer and you don't like Kaguya-sama.
Because in that one, when I watched it, it was kind of like they were playing mind games and they didn't want to tell each other that they liked each other. In this one, the guy makes it clear, I like you, girl. The girl is like, leave me alone. I just want to do this. But then he's always there when she needs extra help because she feels she's a workaholic. She feels she has to do everything herself. And usually people end up leaving people
every
like
first
that.
daughter.
Exactly. So I could relate with her too a lot. So the guy...
I haven't watched the show, but I know this storyline is very... Because it reminds me of Kami-sama.
Yeah, because someone just comes and takes away all the stress. Exactly, that's what Usui does. We need an Usui. Well, I mean, not exactly an Usui, but someone with those good those good characteristics. But yeah, that's why I liked it. It was nice. It's always nice to have a guy who takes care of you and actually shows you that he cares
doing what they're
you.
supposed to do.
Thank you. It's not hard, is it? But anyway, life is complex like that.
The men in the room are just like, what the fuck?
I hope they're taking
I
hope they're taking notes and writing how to be a man to a woman. Okay. But anyway, what's the last one on your list?
The last show on my list is an adult show. It's one of my favorite comedies. It's just 1 season. I recommend it to all adult otakus that are looking for a show about the realities of life. And it is called Uramichi Onisan. It is about a children's show, about an adult that works on a children's show. And that's it. That's the show.
I think you told me. You've talked about this one
We've
before.
spoken about it on the podcast before.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Again, it's about an adult, a promising adult. Like, you know when you're young, they tell you like, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this. He was training to be a gymnast, but God knows what happens. He's now the host of a children's show. And him and a bunch of other adults. And the best thing about this show is how the children will be asking questions and he'll be answering with that adult that adult vibe. So I think one of the kids one day said, I can't remember specifically, but he said something and he was like, all I have is the hole in my heart where love should be. Or something random like that. It is
he depressed at his job?
He's depressed. He smokes. He's an adult. He's an adult. So this is a show about adults going through adult things.
So he's kind of like a 9 to 5, someone who got trapped in the ugly side of 9 to 5.
Yes, but it's not that bad. It's not like, oh my God, this is a terrible working environment. It's actually a good working environment. He's just an adult. But he's just an adult. He's just depressed. He's not where he thinks he's not where he wants to be in life. So this guy smokes cigarettes. He's always bored, always annoyed. But whenever the children ask him questions, he gives it to them straight. Like,
like you got to know this shit before you get to where I am.
Yeah.
So how does he find love?
There's no love in this show.
Oh, that's just it.
That's what I said. It's a show about these guys being on an adult show and going through things, and it's very funny.
Okay, then this is not the one I thought you were talking about.
No. It's very human, but it's very funny at the same time.
That's nice.
A little bit depressing because it's about a depressed adult. So yeah,
you liked this show. Why?
Because it's funny and it's realistic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see.
It's funny.
The reason I do not watch a lot of slice of lives, realistic humor.
Yeah. I like realistic humor.
Lovely.
I like humor. I think one reason why I really like slice of life is because I like to see, because to me, the things that happen in slice of life are still not real because they're exaggerated.
Yeah, true.
So whatever you're seeing there, it doesn't happen in real life. I mean, unless it's based on something like truly like that. Most slice of life, I mean, Edo my elf, of course that didn't happen in real life. The dangers of my heart can happen. That's the kind of thing, but it's more like the human part of the story, that kind of thing. Yeah. So Uromichi Onisan is a human story. It's a drama. It's a little funny, a little realistic, and I can understand it for like, I'm an adult. I don't need to see another depressed adult. And I think why
I'm not a depressed adult. I hope you're not.
Maybe a little depressed.
Oh my God.
But everybody's a tiny bit. Everybody has different ranges of depression. And mine might just be bigger than yours. Some people might be smaller than mine. Like everybody is at different stages of life. I like the show because it was a bit relatable. It was funny. It was realistic. It was a human show. Yeah. And I suggest the show to everybody that's looking for an adult show.
Relatable humor.
Yes.
This is for you.
Yes.
Okay. That brings us to the end of the season. Thank you so much
episode.
Wow. I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Anyway, very way ahead of yourself.
Thank you so much for listening. This was wonderful. You listened to us bant and exchange opinions like always.
And me throw a tantrum about a very boring romance show.
Okay. She's very, heavy on the boring.
You don't understand why. I hardly drop romances. So for me to drop it means I didn't.
Were you bored or were you just ticked off by the incest that might be happening?
No, I mean, I watched up to episode 5 and that scene with the sister was episode 1. So I was willing to look past it. But then my spirit was just like, why are you competing for attention for your brother from this girl that he obviously likes? Like, he likes her. She likes him.
I'm not seeing it that way.
So why are you competing for attention? It's just weird.
I don't see it that way. I think, first of all, she's trying to make sure that she is even right for her brother because she cares about her brother. And then she's enjoying the game. It's like a little psychotic thing to do. I know the truth. Like, don't you know what kids can be like? I know the truth. I want to keep it a secret. I know what I want to watch you fall for my brother, knowing very well that you think I'm your rival when I'm not actually your rival. But this is fun entertainment for me. That's the angle I'm seeing it from.
I think the episode. I think I remember the episode where like they went into a room to talk, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we're just family friends."
That's really what I saw.
I was just like, why are you playing this mean girl game? Like,
oh, I see where you're coming from.
I'm like.
I'm actually loving the game. I'm like, ooh, let's see where this goes.
It's like
the brother and sister have
like shows like Classroom of the Elite where they are all playing like silly. Oh, yeah. I'm smarter than you. You're smarter. I don't. Those games. I
don't even.
I can't believe you like that show. You don't like Kaguya-sama. Like because
maybe
to me,
I will actually give Kaguya-sama.
Because to me, Kaguya-sama is mind games but romantic. Classroom of the Elite is just. Mind games.
Yeah.
These ones are doing actual mind games with romance. And it's so funny the way they almost catch each other. Oh my God.
Okay, I'll watch it again. I think maybe their own was a bit exaggerated and overplayed. And I was like,
Kosy try the show again.
But...
God, please let it go.
Anyway, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and
follow us on TikTok.
And we're there for you. Thank you so much for listening once again.
Thank you.
Catch you in the next episode.
Bye.